one of these days I will get a proper or another gorilla stand. Yes. Some tea before I get to our update. Got some ginger tea that I'm dropping everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna get this done and soaking up, then I'll come back to you. Come on. Goodness. God, you're such a whiner. Hey guys, Danny here. Shut up. Zip it. God, you're such a bee. She is. She's a bee. She wants all this attention, and yet when you give it to her, she squawks like a biatch. I love my cat. I've known her for 20 years, so I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Alright. Hi guys, how's it going? It is, it's Tuesday night. This is Danny. Sorry, this is Danny. Welcome back to my channel. This is my 29 to 31 week update. I am coming to you. That takes a lot of effort. Coming to you, not live, but live from my living room because I just wanted to change the pace and I wanted to be able to kind of just sit back and relax a little bit. This is still coming from my phone because I'm actually charging my Lumix right now, my Lumix camera, and hopefully that will help with better filming. So, just hold on one second. Good Lord. What does it take to get comfortable in almost 32 weeks, eh? Alright, so here is the update. I've had a couple of requests on what to talk about today, or to include in today's video, and I'm actually excited to do this video just because I'm in the final lap now. Well, yeah, I guess I'm in the final lap, but I'm not in the final stretch. I think the final stretch would be like 35 weeks, but when I hit 30 weeks, I was like, oh my god, like I'm actually like I'm way past halfway now, and I'm kind of going not downhill, but you know, kind of over that hump now. I'm like, okay, so like I'm going down from 30 to 40, like that's how that's going for me. So I was pretty stoked about that. But over the last couple of weeks, actually, you know what, I'm gonna take this off because I'm getting hot. It gets a little warm. And it looked like a gray pumpkin in front of you. Was I wearing pink last time? I don't know if I was wearing pink last time. Whatever. Doesn't matter. You know what? Sometimes when you're pregnant, you just wear the same shit because it just feels comfortable, right? Just feels comfortable. So, okay, so we're going 29 to 31 weeks. And yeah, I shouldn't say a lot of stuff has developed, but I think I've changed a little bit. Like physically I've changed. And I guess I'm more nervous and excited, and I've been seeing a therapist, or not seeing a therapist, I've been on phone calls with a therapist, and it's just like been sporadic. I don't remember if I mentioned that in the last video or not, but I don't always review the videos before I post these, okay? But I've had a couple sessions with a therapist because I'm still, like, I'm trying to figure out my feelings in regards to the pregnancy, in regards to my relationship with baby daddy, and my relationship with, or just my relationship with myself, and how I feel about things in the past but are still very present, and also dealing with this as well as thinking about my baby's future, and my future, and the baby daddy's and my future. And it's a lot. It's overwhelming, and dealing with the fact that I'm not going to be working. It's going to be a different type of work, but I'm not going to be working for at least a year. And I haven't not worked since I was 12. Like, I've had a job since I was 12. And that's a long time. That's so 24 years of my life that I've been working straight, like minimum. So keep in mind it was volunteer work, whatever. But I've been working since I was 12. So that in itself is a ginger tea. Ginger honey tea is very good. So that in itself is a different feat for me. So I'm trying to deal with that and the finances and making sure that I'm getting ready. I can only save so much money with the amount of income that we have, or the income that I have. So I'm just trying to not spend, like unnecessarily spend, And when I do spend, like if I'm overly spending, then I just pay, like if it's on a credit card, then I just pay it off. Like I'm trying to work some of that stuff out, and I have some work to do on that and trying to figure out another source of income, and finishing up projects that I want to get done before he gets here. But let's go back to week 29. So not a lot happened in week 29. I was feeling a lot more itchy. I think it's just either because it's just in my belly. It's just like find myself just kind of doing this a lot. And like even like I can lube it up, like I can lube it up with bio oil all day long, but I still have the itchiness. But I think it's just because my belly is growing. And I'm gonna move you back here so you can dump that. Like, here we go. I just think my belly is growing, as you can see. Like it's just still lots of swelling. I do need to get some compression socks. A girlfriend of mine suggested that. I still haven't gotten those. I should do that before it's like no longer necessary. I had a sore wrist, and this isn't complaining, very sore wrist for a few weeks now, and I've lost flexibility in my thumb. It's actually not bad right now, but I have a swollen radial nerve, and my chiropractor actually diagnosed that, as well as my OBGYN the day after confirmed it. And apparently it happens in pregnancy. It could be the way you sleep. It's just a symptom. If you have it, comment below. But it is so excruciatingly painful. When he hit this was, when did I go to him last week? I went to him and he pressed on it, because I told him where it was, and when he pressed on it, because I said, I'm like, this is where it's kind of sore. I've been wearing kind of like braces and stuff like that on it. And when he pressed on it, I tried to, and he held on to it. And it was just so that he could see what my reaction was going to be, see if he could, you know, see if like this is where the pain was. I was moving away from him so badly while he was still holding on to it. I was crying, like tears were falling out of my eyes. Like that's how much pain it was. And my doctor told me to get a brace that goes all the way up to my thumb to keep it stabilized. Again, I have not done that yet. That shit's expensive. It really is. But I know I should get it. Like I need to get it because it's gonna probably be causing me an issue for the next few months, at least. So I should be getting that, and I will be a smart girl, and I will invest in that. Like that's kind of what it is. But apparently it's a symptom, so like I have to be very, very mindful of what I do with this, how I use it, and that like I'm very conscientious about the way I rotate my wrist and things like that, because my thumb, like I just don't have the mobility right now to move it, and it can be really, really painful. So it hasn't been bothering me today too much, but it's still sensitive in certain areas, so I'm very, very aware of it. But okay, so that was kind of what happened in between 29 and 30 weeks. But from 28 to 29 weeks, we went from 14.8 inches and 2.2 pounds to 15.2 pounds and 15.2 inches and 2.54 pounds. So not a huge difference. And we moved up to an acorn squash. Not a huge difference from the week before, but from 29 to 30, I went from an acorn squash to zucchini, and like in regards to length, right? And then 15.7 inches, so 15.2 inches to 15.7, which isn't bad, but 2.54 to 2.89, so he's gaining weight, like everything's like getting there and developing, and like everything's kind of fully formed, and now it just needs to develop, right? And then from 30 to 31, I went from zucchini to asparagus. It kind of seems like the same length, but what do I know about produce? 15.7 to 16.1, and then 2.89 pounds to 3.31 pounds. So that's a pretty big difference, and I think next week I think he's going to be in like close to 4 pounds, or like this coming week I think he's going to be close to 4 pounds. That's insane. Like he's still got quite a bit of growing to do. Like we've got about 8 weeks left, and that freaks the shit out of me. It really does. It freaks the shit out of me. But I'll get into that later. So the last couple weeks, I have been, somebody asked me to talk about this, and I will, because you know what, like TMI or not, like, it doesn't matter. Like, this is a pregnancy video, so if, like, this is kind of a raw pregnancy video, so if you're not into it, then, like, get out of here. But, yeah, somebody asked me to talk about being gassy, and, yeah, you know what? I can't control it, man. Like, there are some times where I'm just like, I need to let one rip. Yeah, it happens. Like, I need to let one rip, and it just kind of comes. Like, you don't even have to, you can't even control it sometimes. Like, you just kind of stand there and go, oops, or just kind of walk, you're like, shit. Like, sorry, I apologize. But, and also, that's another thing, like, I don't, you know, it's definitely, a lot of it is your diet, for sure. And I need, for me, I do need to slow down on the salts a little bit, and also the sweets. I've been kind of, I'm gonna say, I've been craving sweets. Like, there's certain type of sweets that I like, but because I don't like sweets in general. Like, I'm not a sweet person, I'm a salt tooth, remember? So, I like, these Misfit, they're called Misfit Jolly Rancher gummies. Don't ask me why. Do not ask me why. I've been going for those. I'm slowing those down because I still want to maintain my weight. I want to control my weight and not gain too much, but that and some extra salty foods together cause gas, man. Like, there's some gas in there. But I've also been eating a lot of fruity vegetables, leafy greens and things like that. So the gas does come. Sometimes it just comes because you're pregnant and you're creating a human and your butt doesn't know the difference. So you just gotta let it rip. But the scent isn't that great. The same thing with the bowel movement. Okay, yes, I am really kind of getting off the rails here, but it seems like I'm getting louder as I go. But, yeah, your bowel movements, well, for me, anyway, right now, I'm not speaking for anybody. So for me, I am taking iron supplements as well. So I'm taking my prenatal, my omegas, and my iron supplements every day. When you take iron supplements, it can actually cause you to back up. So eat lots of fibrous foods, drink lots of water. Absolutely drink lots of water, okay? And I've been drinking like a fish. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I've been hydrating. I don't know how many of these I've had today. This is about 1.5 liters. I almost wish I knew, like, exactly what's in here. Like, the size of this. But about 3 or 4 of these a day, minimum. Okay, minimum. And I just chug. And I love having a water bottle with the straw because I could just kind of lean over and chug the water. I don't have to actually do this motion. But gassiness just kind of comes with the territory. And you kind of gotta just let it go. Like, just accept it. You have to accept it. This is part of it. When you're growing a human and you're trying to, you know, maintain your health, maintain your exercise, maintain your sanity, and you're doing whatever, a little gas, don't worry about it. With all the other things that you got to worry about, don't worry about it. Because, like, it's just, like, when you're trying to hold it in, you're already uncomfortable, so why are you holding it in? Just, if you got to let one rip, just get the hell out of there after, you know what I mean? It's kind of what it has to be. And you're going to fart in your sleep. That's just what happens. So, whatever. That's what it is. But, yeah, there's a certain odor that comes with it. And I think it's just amplified by pregnancy hormones in general. The diet does obviously play a role in it. But I do think that pregnancy hormones play a big role in it as well. So, yeah, just fibrous foods and lots of water. Making sure things are flowing through. Okay, and again, like, tone down on the salts, tone down on the greasy foods and things like that, because last thing you want is a lot of indigestion, and heartburn and things like that. You still want to be uncomfortable, right? Like, definitely have fun, enjoy yourself. Like, if you want to eat something, eat something. You want to drink something, except for the alcohol. But, yeah, you know, I've had some wine during this pregnancy. I'm not gonna lie, but like, I haven't had cups and glasses and chugs and vats of wine. Obviously not. Like, I've had sips of wine here and there, like months in between, but like, don't beat yourself up over it. Just do what you can. Stay healthy, stay active, stay positive, journal when you need to. Okay, that's what I've been doing. I'm trying to keep myself busy with projects, maybe too many projects. I've been decorating a little bit. If I can show you here, hold on, just a little bit. just small stuff here. I know, forgive my, yeah, a little bit on my lamp here. Not too much there. That is my glider. Yes, it's a messy table. My roommate made that for me for my belly over the summer. Doing a little bit of decorating and creative stuff. Like I have a culinary thing that I'm also working on and working through my agenda book and things like that, and just kind of keep my mind healthy and just not worrying about anything else. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to say about that and the gas and all that kind of stuff. But so that was that. So 29 and 30 weeks. So okay, like when I was 29, I was like, oh my god, okay, I'm going to hit 30 soon. And then when I hit 30, it's like, shit, okay, now I'm on that final lap. And then when I hit 31, I was like, I have got less than 10 weeks left. Like, I'm in the single digits now of when this baby is coming. And tomorrow I'm hit 32 weeks. So I've been freaking out a little bit about that. I've also gave myself I don't know if I talked about, I don't think I talked about this in the last one. Might have, but I've given myself a physical project of 100 workouts, and this was when I had 100 days until he came here. So I might have done a video with this. It was 100 days before he was scheduled to arrive, and I decided to do 100 workouts and some of them will double up, 100 workouts before he gets here. Okay, so it was 100 workouts until either the due date, until the doctor said no, or until my body said no. And that when my body says no, that means basically my water breaks and I need to get the hell to the hospital. Like, that's what that is. So, and I just finished 50 this morning. And I'm 49 and 50 this morning. I've been doubling up and I'm ahead of schedule. I'm a week ahead of schedule according to when his plane is scheduled to arrive. And I'm super stoked about that. And I'm just feeling energized, and I'm not overdoing it. I'm taking the breaks when I need to. They're 20 to 30 minute workouts, and when you blend them together, when you're taking out the cool down and the warm up, it's actually a lot shorter than what you would expect, and it's just basically one workout. So I'm doubling up and doing one workout at like one workout essentially. So and insomnia, I still have insomnia. I'm still kind of intermittent sleeping, but it's just what it is. It's like I'm trying to get comfortable. I have to pee. Sometimes I'm congested at night. Our furnace needs to be clean, so there's a little bit of a ticking that kicks in. So there's a lot of things that kind of break me out of my sleep, and you know, some of it's anxiety. I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Was it? I think it might have been yesterday. Yeah, yesterday morning I was up at 1. And then I just couldn't sleep. And like, if you've been in this while you're pregnant, please let me know what you did. Because when I was up at 1, I was like, I don't know, like, I didn't shoot up. I just like opened my eyes and I just couldn't close them again. Went to the bathroom, put in some nasal spray because I was feeling a little congested, and then I ended up reading for a little bit. Like, I was lying on my side, had my book lamp, and then I read for a little bit. That's just how it is. So, and I still did my workout. I got up about 30 minutes later than what I was supposed to, but I still did my 2 workouts. And because I didn't want to miss that schedule, I gave myself a day off on Sunday. I had a day off on the Wednesday prior to that. So I've had some rest days, and they're not intense workouts. They're definitely effective, but they're not intense workouts, and I'm still able to do everything that I was able to do before. Just obviously certain core, the majority of the core workouts I can't do, so I have to modify those like a mother. So there's a lot of things I still do have to modify, but I'm still working out. I'm still doing it. I'm still getting my heart rate up at least 30 minutes a day. And I've done 2 in the last 2 weeks. So weeks 30 and 31, I've done my first 2 baby classes with my girlfriend Jody, and so it's been fun. We've been talking about unmedicated births so far, and just getting to know each other and getting to know the process, the timing, the breathing, all of those things. And there's 10 of us in that class, but it's been really informative. I'm super, super glad I chose to do that, and I invested the money to do that, because if I didn't, I'd be kind of lost. Like, generally, yeah, like, oh my God, your water breaks or you have contractions, call your doctor. It's like, well, there's a little bit more to it than that, and there's things that you can learn to do at home. Like, you can learn breathing techniques, you can do your breathing techniques at home, understand when you actually have to go to the hospital, and like when it's not necessary, who to talk to at triage, what exactly is triage, and the different types of breathing, the different types of transition labor, or like different type of labors, right? So it's actually been really insightful. And then this coming week, it'll be, I think we're talking about medications, so that'll be good to know, because I like to have both sides of it. You can do as much research as you want, but I like to have a tactile approach to how that all works. So that's been really fun. I've been really enjoying that. My girlfriend and I are having like our little like weekly dates right now, so that's fun. I do have my baby shower coming up. It's a small baby shower. Just because of COVID, we're trying to keep the group small. Baby shower. The maternity shoot is on Halloween. I got a new dress for that, so I'm excited. And then I have my cast scheduled for the 14th of November. And we're gonna do it here. My girlfriend's gonna do it here with me, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna watch some TV, talk, and chill out, and do the cast and have some fun with that. So that'll be good. I can't wait to show you guys that. Maybe I'll film it. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't know if I mentioned this before. I probably did. But during my, was it 27, 28 weeks? Maybe a little bit before that. I was diagnosed with Group B strep, right? Group B strep, yeah. Positive. I was positive for a Group B strep. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. But, so what that means, and I took antibiotics for that, and then I got another urine sample done to see if it was out of my system, and I haven't gotten a phone call, so assuming it's out of my system. They checked me again at 36 weeks, and then once, the thing with this is, once I can labor at home, as long as I'm having just contractions, I can labor at home. But as soon as my water breaks, any part of my water breaks, if I see any clear fluid whatsoever that has a little bit of a pinkish tone in it, that's not bloody or anything like that, that's not urine, then I have to go to triage. And if it is amniotic fluid, and I have to be prepared to stay there, so I have to make sure my hospital bag is ready to go. And because I'm not allowed to leave the hospital. As soon as my water breaks and they confirm it's my water breaking, I have to stay in the hospital until I have that baby. And the reason for that is because I need to put antibiotics in me and making sure that I'm treated until that baby comes. So, because Group B can be passed on to the baby during birth. And I don't want that. I do not want that. So, that was interesting. So I know that now. So now I gotta practice figure out what I'm gonna put in my hospital bag, but I've got some time. I've got some time, and I still want to be prepared. But because anything can happen. 35 weeks, I'm gonna be a little bit like, okay, I got a month and a half, like just less than a month and a half. I've got 5 weeks left until this baby's due to come, and that's gonna freak me out. But so far it's been pretty good. So far it's been pretty good. I've been feeling great, feeling energized. I've been, reaching out to my friends and family, connecting with people that I haven't talked to in a while, connecting with people in my challenge groups, and like connecting with my creativity, and working on my mental health, and obviously my physical health, my spiritual health, my emotional health. I've been crying a lot. I've been really emotional lately. Yeah, I'm not afraid to lie. Like, I'm not afraid to talk about that. I've been really emotional lately. And yes, a lot of it has to do with pregnancy, but again, a lot of it has to do with things about my past and how I feel about the situation now, the baby, like my fear for the future. And I've been trying to write it down. My therapist is telling me that, we need to do some more journaling, more writing, and not beat ourselves up over things that we yes, we can control certain things, but don't beat ourselves up for feeling what we need to feel, right? And, you know, it's funny because I tell my clients and my coaches that all the time, and I don't seem to live by my own lessons sometimes. So yeah, it's been kind of crazy because you know, the majority of this stuff I'm doing by myself. Like, we got the crib up. That was an activity that baby daddy and I did. I'm gonna keep calling him that until I actually introduce him, or until I decide, like, once the baby comes, maybe I'll bring out his name. And the name is final. I don't think I mentioned that in the last one, but his name is final now. I'm very excited. Baby's name is final, but that's not being announced until later. And I was so excited about it because when the name came to me, it came to me like, wow, like, it just came out of nowhere. I was driving and it just came out of nowhere, and I think that's how it works, and I love it. So, and I've had some testers. I've asked some people, like, does this work? And, like, do you like it? Da da da. And then obviously, like, baby daddy liked it too. And then we, like, on the fridge, putting names on the board, and just crossing off ones that just don't work and ones that do like. And he threw one at me, and I put one up, and I put that up on the board, and I looked at it together with the one I liked, and then we paired it, and it just worked. I love it. So he will have 4 names. He will have 4 names. It's gonna sound long, but it's what happens when your parents ain't married. And it's totally cool because then there's a piece of both of us in everything. So I'm very excited about that. I've ordered his nameplate for his nursery, and I'm quoting that because his crib is in my bedroom. So I have my bed, I have the crib. So it's very, very tight. It's a small room. It's very, very tight, but we can do it. I promise we can do it. I'm probably not going to have the change table up here. I'll probably just have the changing pad up here somewhere, or like in the bedroom somewhere, and put it on a little dresser, maybe even the office or whatnot. Gotta do what we gotta do. There's not enough space to have an actual nursery, and I'm not moving anywhere soon, so that's how it's gotta work. I ordered some peel and stick wallpaper today for it to kind of segregate his side from my side, or just to kind of just make it a little bit more baby boyish nursery. Like, that's what I was kind of looking forward to. So did that. What else is going on? He's moving a lot, and I probably should have opened with that, but holy shit, this baby is moving a lot, especially around 9:30 at night. That's when he starts playing soccer. That's when he starts playing soccer. During the day, he's actually moving. This week, like 31 weeks, like, this has been a little bit more active for him during the day, but and then he kind of has these like little lulls, and then at nighttime he's really, really active. But he starts, I've got all this stuff on me here. He starts rolling a lot, and sometimes he'll just, like, my belly will just kind of do this, and it's like, what are you doing in there? Like, I have no idea what you're doing in there. And then the week before that, it was more of like he was playing pong, like he'd just go kick or punch, and then he'd just like slowly, and then he'd like kick, and then kick, and then kick. And it was like, okay, like he's just bored or something. Like, I don't know. But he's moving a lot. He's very active. My last OBGYN appointment last week, that I was measuring perfectly. Everything's going great so far on that. I did gain like an extra pound that I didn't want, like, during the first 2 weeks. So I'm seeing my OBGYN every 2 weeks now. So I had my first bi-weekly appointment last week, and then I'll go next week. But I gained a little bit more than I wanted to from the last appointment to now. So I have to really kind of watch my sugar intake, watch my carb intake, and because I still want to maintain my rent. I'm not gonna go crazy. But I still want to have fun and enjoy, but I don't want to go ridiculous. So like ridiculous for me. So but things are going great. I'm feeling energized. He's moving a lot. He still kind of tucks in a little bit more in the morning. He's still doing that, which is good. He does move around when I'm working out, which is cool. And when I drink cold water, he really likes to move, especially like up here. Like, he's head down, And I swear the other day he kind of turned and went transverse. I swear, like that's how it feels. Because obviously there's softened parts. Like right, oh, he has a hiccups. It's right there. So he's right here now. Yeah, he's kind of in the center here. I'm not really sure where everything else is, but he's kind of in the center. But he just kind of either hiccuped or kicked back at me. I'm not sure what that was, but yeah, it's actually kind of cool, and people are able to. I don't know. Did you see that? Are able to feel it a little bit more. I was trying to get Baby Daddy to feel or see the other day, and Baby just wouldn't move for him. So I'm like, I swear to God, he's moving. I swear to God. So, but it's been kind of a cool adventure the last few weeks. So things are developing. I'm getting bigger, and I'm going to show you the baby shot now. I'm going to just move this way. Oh, so I have to get a new gorilla stand. Not too bad, but he's kind of protruding out. I don't think I've dropped anywhere, but yeah, that's him. My girlfriend's like, oh, you got mom butt now. Like, yeah, shush. I am getting wider. At 29 weeks, so from 28 to 29 weeks, I swear to God, I looked in and my hips went like this. I was like, shit, like things are getting ready to go. Like things are getting real here. So my hips have gotten wider, but it's still all belly pretty much. Yeah, pretty much all belly. I do this. It's just all belly. So I don't know if he's hanging low or not, but I don't really know what that actually really looks like unless it's like that way. But no, he's doing pretty good. Like he's chilling out where he is. But yeah, that's how it goes. So this way. So yeah, that is 29 to 31 weeks, guys. There's a lot that went in there. Every Thursday, just a recap, every Thursdays I have my baby classes, and that goes until, I think until the first week of, there's 5 classes, I believe, yeah, 5 classes, so that goes until the first week of November. So we have a lot to learn on that. My maternity shoot, the baby shower. Oh, and happy belated Thanksgiving for those who are in Canada. And yeah, I still get Cara every weekend. So she's loving it. We're still walking. We're still hiking. Well, it's going to kind of slow down now because it's October and it's getting cold. So right now we're just kind of sticking around. Stick around the house. But around the neighborhood area. But it's been pretty good. And now it's just a matter of getting things organized. I've had some pretty big hauls of baby clothes. A lot of great people have been donating their boys' clothes, so I think he's good until he's about 3. So I need to organize them, and then I'm just going to rewash them. I'm going to get some detergent and stuff like that. So especially, I'm going to definitely rewash the ones that are going to be, he's going to be using for right away. But so I got to organize a lot of that stuff and get rid of a lot of my crap that's up here so I can make more room for him. Get that stuff organized. So I'm going to be doing a couple trips to Walmart, or at least a trip to Walmart to get some more bins and some wet erase markers. There was a vlog that I watched that really highly suggested wet erase markers. So I'm going to invest in some of those. But yeah, it's just a matter of more nesting. I have been nesting a little bit more and definitely visualizing it a little bit better. So it's going to come to fruition, and I may do not a clean with me, but an organize with me vlog, or just organize the baby stuff vlog. We'll see how that goes. I have some things to get rid of. I have an old saddle that I need to sell, and just get some extra income and get rid of some stuff that I don't need, just to make room for a little man. Yeah, so that's it for 29 to 31 weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting my channel. Ring that bell if you want to know, or if you want to know any more videos that are coming up for me. Or please subscribe, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. And if I don't talk to you, happy Halloween. Chat with you later. Bye.